नमस्सर्वेभ्यः सर्वेषां स्वागतं कक्ष्यायां प्रार्थनया प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। हरिः ओं तत्सत्। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्माभिः अद्य चतुर्थपाठस्य चतुर्थभागं पठनीयं। तदारभ्य अग्रे अपि पठनीयमस्ति। समस्या इति भागः पज़ल् इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे। एकोनविंशतिः स्त्रीणां स्नानार्थं सरयूं गता। 20 पुनरायाता एको व्याघ्रेण भक्षितः। 19 स्त्रीणां स्नानार्थं सरयूं गता। स्त्रीणां गणः इति किमपि स्वीकर्तव्यम् अथवा गणेन इति कर्मणि यदि सरयूम् इति कर्म पोजिशन् मध्ये अस्ति, गता इति क्तान्तमस्ति, प्रायः स्वीकुर्मः गत्यर्थके कर्तरिप्रयोगः इति। 20 इत्येव 20 इति स्त्रीलिङ्गपदं, तदर्थं गता। 20 इति समूहस्य नामधेयं। तर्हि स्त्रीलिङ्गपदं 20 गता इति एव तत्र स्वीकारः। स्त्रीणां 20 of the ladies, a group of 20 went to Sarayu, so karma position. For what reason? Snanartham, snanaya, snanartham. So what is this ekona vimshatihi? We know normally it means we study, ekona vimshatihi like that. So it is split rather than shown in the samasta form. Okay, so how is the split possible with the dirgha akara is the first question that comes to us grammatically. That is clearly explained as ekaya una, eka una, ekona. So if we don't take it along with vimshati, it will remain as una because strilinga shabda vimshati. So the una as a visheshana to vimshatihi will go into strilinga form una like that. So ekaya una ekona vimshatihi. So it is not very different from ekona vimshatihi as a samasta. Okay, it is having the same meaning except it has been separated. So 1 less than 20. 1 less than 20 of the group of ladies for purpose of bathing went to Sarayu. Fine. 20 punarayata eko vyaghrena bhakshitah. 20 punah ayataah visargalopa. So 20, a group of 20 returned. Athva ekavachana only will take it. Ayata. So ekah vyagrena bhakshitah. One fellow, masculine, was eaten by the tiger. So it is a bit of mystery. 20 went for bathing, all were ladies, and then 20 returned, and one fellow was eaten by tiger. So what is this? How do we solve this? What is the word play here that is allowing this to happen is the question. The apparent meaning of the above stanza is 19 women went to Sarayu to bathe, 20 returned. Actually, see, 19 women went. I forgot to translate that correctly. So, ekona vimshatihi is 1 less than 20, right? So, 19 ladies went to Sarayu, 20 returned. Their count increased by 1. And then at the same time, there was a fellow who got killed by a tiger. So it's a very double trouble here. 19 women went to Sarayu to bathe, 20 women returned, although one man was eaten by a tiger. 19 women went through, 20 returned. Besides, one man was eaten by a tiger. How can this be? Here, the riddle with regard to number has to be solved. Would you try? Okay. So if you know the various forms of words, then this can be easily solved. So one clear clue is that 20 threes went and 3 threes returned. So that is cancelling there, 2020. That is good. So something to do with ekona and ekaha is the potential problem. Are we taking ekaya una as the construction incorrectly is the question that comes to us. So perhaps the clue is over there. Okay. So this is what is the question. So let's open and see. What is the solution for this? So first thing is, let us analyze this ekona. Okay. If instead of taking it as ekaya una as a visheshana to vimshatihi, forget that. Let us see if there is another way we can process this ekona. So ekona. Sometimes the avasana or the space is not necessarily included in ancient texts. So perhaps the space has been deliberately removed to confuse us. So then if we bring it back, eko na. Na is a pullinga shabda for naraha. Okay. Na is a pullinga shabda for naraha. Okay. So eko is a visargasya utva. So ekaha na. It becomes so one man. So by not taking it as ekaya una vimshati, but taking it as ekaha na vimshatihi strinam. Okay, like that we can take. Then it's clear. One man and a group of 20 ladies went to Sarayu, and 20 ladies returned, and the man was eaten by the tiger. So now the puzzle is solved in that sense. So ekahana strinam vimshatihi cha ghoshti. In order to take gata, now we have to take it as goshti. Okay, because ekahana and strinam vimshatihi cha. In order to bring a Strilinga, I have used the Strilinga Shabda Goshti to collectively call them as a group. Strilinga, just it's a grammatical inference to go with Gata. Snanartam Sarayum Gata. Strilinga 1.1 Ktanta. Okay. Vimshatihi Punaha Ayata. Ayataha. Okay, you can now take it as singular in collective or as a group in individual score of 20 as ayataha. Both are allowed in the grammar, I think. Ekaha vyagrena bakshitaha. This is how the puzzle is solved. So that's what they have given the answer to the riddle also. Ekona vimshatihi means 1 less than 20, 19. But the word ekona has to be split as ekahana. Now it means one man, and vimshati is trinam, or a group of 20 women. The man was eaten by a tiger, and the 20 women returned like this. Okay, same thing. I've given it more, little bit more grammatically mapping to the requirements of Sanskrit sentences. Okay, any questions with this?
Sir, would you explain this part about the una? Because we are used to padona
una shabda, una pratipadika means dwindled. So ekaya una means dwindled by one lady.
Okay, so padona and all these things are
very good,
same.
very good, very good. So now let us come to padona. Padona vimshatihi, padona vimshatihi, no. Padona dvadasha vadanam, like that we do, right? Padona dvadasha vadanam means one quadrant or one quarter, one pada. We call it 4 pachadush pada. So one pada less than the full 12 hours. So 11:45. So padona dvadasha vadanam. So it's una is used in the sense there as less. That pada plus una becomes padona due to guna sandhi. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
But Mahodaya, in padona, na is not dirgha, no, Mahodaya.
No, I just explained so much, Bhagini. See, in the padona dvadasha vadanam, padona and dvadasha are not split; they are together as a samasta. Okay. If you split it, then it is padonam dvadasha vadanam. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's an apumsakalinga vadanam. So now here it vimshati is a strilinga pada. So ekona vimshatihi. Okay?
Okay, Mahodaya.
Like that.
Sir,
one difficulty.
Hello.
The lady first.
Okay, sir.
Strinam, what is the vibhakti? Strinam.
Shashti Bahuvachana.
Oh,
Of 20 ladies, the group.
okay.
Because of ladies, a group of 20.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Mahodaya, what's your question?
Sir, Ekona Vinshati, instead of that, can we now have it even Ekon Trishati?
Huh?
Instead of 19, can it be 29 also?
How it can become 29?
Can we make it, I said.
But the Samasya is having Ekona Vimshati. Why do you want to change the number?
Is it grammatically correct? That's what I want to know.
No,
Suppose
it doesn't read to me as 29.
Okay, okay,
There is no grammar that allows me to interpret that as 29. No.
okay.
I mean, if you think na is 9, no, not.
I thought 9, na is 9. Sorry.
No, it's not. No problem.
Okay.
Satya Sai Varya.
Mahodaya,
Huh.
these words which are indicating numbers like Vinshatihi, they can
Huh.
grammatically take either singular or plural verbs, ayata, ayata.
Actually, as a group, Vimshatihi, yeah, a group of 20
Yeah.
like that. Yes.
So both grammatically are
Yeah.
accepted in
Kind of. You can take it. See, clearly in Gata as a Ktanta Visheshana to Vimshatihi,
Yeah,
it has been taken as singular. So here is the evidence for us. Yeah.
that's right. That's the reason I'm asking.
So that's
Thank
why I made it Goshti or something like that. Group.
Yeah, that's right. Very nice.
So Goshti generally is used for a group of, I mean, it's used in a different context in different group of things. But anyway, in this context, for example, a group of Vedic reciters are also called Goshti. So that's a common usage. Veda Goshti, like that. Anyway.
So one other question, sir. That is,
Rajiv,
we were discussing yesterday also in the first line, Ekona Vimshatihi Strinam Stranat. So there is no Prathama Vibhakti in that line at all. So
no, it is there. It is there.
Oh.
You just are not listening.
Okay.
Vimshatihi gata. Vimshatihi is what? Pratama ekavachana svikara in this way. Okay, as a group of 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So, ekona vimshatihi strinam snanartam sarayum gata vimshatihi punarayata eko vyagrena bakshitaha. We have to break it up as ekahana strinam vimshatihi in brackets vimshatihi cha, we can add goshti in snanartham sarayum gata vimshatihi strinam vimshatihi, we have to take it punaha ayata ekaha vyagrena bakshitaha. Now it is solved because ekaha na gataha saha vyagrena bakshitaha vimshatihi strinam goshti gata satu punaha ayata. Chinta nasti. Subhashitam. Sushtu bhashitam. Well said. Svabhavam na jahatyeva sadurapadgatopi san karpurah pavakasprishtah saurabham labatetaram. Svabhavam na jahatyeva sadhurapadgatopi san karpurah pavakasprishtah saurabham labatetaram. Svabhavam, swasya bhavam, na jahati, eva, sadhuhu, apadgataha, api, san. See the breaks there, okay? Svabhavam, na jahati, eva, e plus a, yakara. So, yen sandhi, jahatyeva, okay? From the second row of our pictorial. Sadhuhu apadgataha visarga repa sandhi. Sadhuhu apadgataha. Repa has come in place of visarga. Sadhur apadgata sadhuh rapad. So that repa comes in the sandhi. Sadhur apadgataha. Here it is a visarga utva. Ukara has been generated by conversion of the visarga to ukara. So apadgato And then a has been shown as elided in the pronunciation. Purva Rupa Sandhi, something like that. Yeah. Api, akara is there in hidden form there. That's why the avagraha, not pronounced. Sadhu rapat gato pisan. There is nothing we need to make to pronounce the avagraha. Topi, like that it goes. No need to say to api. It would be incorrect. Topi. But when you split it, it becomes taha api. If you don't choose to do elision, then to api. Space. San. Karpura. So apadgataha api san. Sadhuhu apadgataha api san. So jahati, giving up, to give up. Na jahati, doesn't give up, doesn't distance. Okay. Swabhavam na jahati eva. One's own internal nature, true nature, one doesn't give up. Who is sadhuhu? Who is a sadhu purusha? Apadgataha san api. Despite apathva apadgataha api san. That way you can say. Despite encountering severe danger. Okay. Despite falling into severe danger or adversity is a better word. Adversity. A sadhu, a true steadfast person doesn't give up his true nature. I mean, this is applicable if it is a susvabhava or dusvabhava, but anyway. But here sadhu has been given, so we have to take susvabhava. Okay. Karpura, there is this English phrase, no? Or Kannada phrase, I should say, nai bala donku, like that. So not that way. Which means
Excuse
the
me, sir.
tail of the
What
dog
does-
is always curled. Yeah. Bhagini?
What does the sun word mean?
Sun,
over here?
sun is Shatranta Rupa of Asdhatu. Okay. Asti means it is there, right? Sun means while being there. Okay. While being in danger, that sense. Okay. It's in Prathama Purusha, Ekavachana, Shatranta. And that. Actually, it is
another
a
form,
Shatranta is a Namapada, so I to say Prathama Purusha is a little irrelevant. It is a Pullinga form. That's what I should have said. Pullinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana, sun.
Sun.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
starts
is
from a third person reference in this case because of sadhu, but person has gone and the sadhu's pullingatva has come into its picture. Sun.
So the main root word is for this?
As dhatu.
As dhatu. Okay.
As dhatu shatranta kridanta application.
Okay.
Which means present continuous tense.
Okay.
We had discussed in one of the earlier classes, we had gone through the dhatu explanation. You can go back there and listen to this. What is this shatranta and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Karpuraha pavakasprishtaha saurabham labhate itaram. Labhate taram. Okay, it's maybe a samastha. There is a itaram there, but I don't know how to explain the single ekara. Labhate taram. Labhate is there. Itaram, where is the e gone? I don't know the grammar there. Okay. Anyway, karpuraha, we know karpura, camphor. Pavakasprishtah, that which is touched by fire. Pavaka is fire. So the karpura, the camphor which has been touched by fire, itaram saurabham labate. Of the others, it gives the good smell. Okay, so it provides good smell is a bad word. Good fragrance, yeah. Good odor, good fragrance is slightly better word. To others. So despite being touched by fire, despite being apadgata, because karpura is going to die out of pavaka sprishtata. So despite that, it continues to produce saurabha for others. That sense has been taken as the drishtanta. Okay, that means a more example of a specific, which is the sadhu version.
Sir,
Yes,
here
Ramya
it is,
Bhagini. Yeah.
here it is taram. It's not itaram, not for others. Tara means more. Taratama. Probably.
No,
I
no, no.
think.
It doesn't have any individual life like taram, like that.
Okay. Okay.
No, good of you to explore those possibilities. I appreciate that. But as far as my limited knowledge of grammar goes, it doesn't have a specific form like that. Taram. It is a pratyaya. Tarap,
Okay.
tama, pratyaya. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
And it doesn't apply to, it cannot be added to Tingantas.
Okay.
It has to be added to some qualifying words like Uttama, Tara, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So let us see. Swabhavam na jahati eva sadhu apadgatah apisan karpurah pavakaspra saurabham labate taram. So just take this as one collective for now. It will be interesting whether I did any analysis here. Pavakasprishtah api karpura itaram saurabham labate. I have made it as itaram saurabham labate as if the split was very easy. What happened to Ikara? Did it get melted into Ekara? I can't explain that. So this is not helpful. Okay. Drishtantam. See, this is a Drishtanta Alankara. Tatha eva, yatha tatha, yatha tat, tatha eva sadhuhu, apadgataha api san, swabhavam na jahati. Despite falling into adversity, it does not give up his own nature. Okay. You guys can, see this Anvaya section and Tatparya. Let us read the Tatparya, it's useful. A pious man's good nature does not change even in times of adversity. When camphor is burnt, instead of losing its quality of giving out fragrance, it emits more of it. Okay. All right. Slightly stale way of putting it. Despite the mortal nature of fire to it, it does not give up its habit of emitting fragrance. Actually, the fragrance is there even when it is not catching fire. It is naturally fragrant. Okay. So this one is Kittur Chennamma you can take, or Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai you can take, depending on your geography. Okay. Guneshu kriyatam yatnah किमाटोपैः प्रयोजनम् विक्रीयन्ते न गण्ठाभिर्गावः क्षीरविवर्जिताः. Lovely one. Guneshu kriyatam yatnah. Amongst good qualities, yatnah kriyatam. Effort may be put. You all may put your effort on good qualities. Okay. Atopaihi kim prayojanam. By mere showboating, what is the use? Okay. Something like these two here. This is all Atopa and this is Guneshu Yatnaha. Na vikriyante gantabhihi gavaha kshira vivarjitaha. So kshira vivarjitaha is a visheshana to gavaha. Gantabhihi visargarepa sandhi. So gantabhihi split back, goes back to visarga. Gantabhihi with bells. Okay. Gavaha, the cows who are kshira vivarjitaha, who are bereft of milk. Na vikriyante, will not get sold in the market. Okay. So you cannot decorate a cow and sell it. Maybe you can decorate a bull and sell it, but you cannot decorate a cow and sell it. It has to be known through its kshira. It has to be a milch cow to make a good sale. So that kind of description. Okay. So it's a drishtanta again. This whole thing is a drishtanta for atopaihi kim prayojanam guneshu yatnah kriyatam. Don't spend time on decoration. Get your material right, and then you can add these pictures like that. They're telling me. Samskrita Bharati. Okay. Guneshu kriyatam yatnah kim atopaihi prayojanam vikriyantena gantabhihi. So kim atopaihi is a samyuktakshara. There is nothing special, no sandhi. Okay. Gantabhihi gavaha. There is this visarga repa sandhi which has been reversed. Kshira vivarjitaha is a samasta pada to gavaha. Okay. Vivarjana means bereft, like that. Kshira vivarjitaha means those feminine things that are bereft of milk, like feminine because of gavaha visheshana. Anvayartah guneshu yatnah kriyata. Okay, this you see later because it's English. No point in me reading that. Tatparyam, in this world, virtue is respected. This is more useful. This kind of open statements like this to begin with. External appendages do not enhance the worth of a person. For example, a cow is valued for the milk it gives and not for the bell that is tied to her neck. A person who is buying the cow wants to know how much milk she gives and not how much the bell tied on her neck, to her neck, okay, is worth. Though it is good if she is also decorated that way, I personally think.
Mahodaya, Ghanta, is it a Strilinga Shabda?
Ganta is a Strilinga Shabda, Ganthabhihi, with Ganta. Okay, Naraha Guneshu Yatnah Kriyatam, Lot. Okay, Autopaihi Kim Prayojanam Bhavet. You can add if you want. Kshira Vivarjitaha, Kshira Varjitaha I have written. Vivarjitaha is there, one additional Visarga. This is also fine, but Vivarjitaha, Vishishtataya Varjitaha. Why? Not because they are not of the age of childbearing or things like that, because it's very old or something like that, perhaps. Okay, Kshira Varjitaha Gavaha Gantabhihi Abhushanaihi, by decorations. That's how we have to take the interpretations. Navikriyante Kila, that they don't get sold. No, same way. Autopaihi karyam na sadhitum shaknumaha, like that. Drishtantam. I hope you are able to appreciate this nature of what is this Drishtanta Alankara through these examples, because both the verses given today in Subhashitam section have Drishtanta. One has the Karpura Drishtanta, another has the Ganta Kshira Vivarjita Gavaha, the Drishtanta.
Very clear. Advertisement will not work. You should have some stuff to sell.
Well said. True. Or like, let's say decorative package won't help if the material inside is rotten.
What is happening in the today's politics?
Yes, sir. Politics will not need to go far. Even products you take. Sometimes we buy a product because it's packaged well and then never again go back to it. So like that. Maybe once you can sell.
With respect to Rahul word, sir.
Okay, I'll leave it alone. I don't know who is he. Okay. Padasangraha. Shashta Bhagaha. So this is a collection of dhatus that they teach us every time, maybe some 6 dhatus, right? So let us learn these 6 dhatus today. So I will invite Mohan Ram Varya. Mohan Ram. Stha dhatu. One by one you read so slowly.
Tishtati, stha dhatu, to stand up.
To stand, that's all. Up.
To stand.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Up is probably implicit, you're right.
Tishtati, sthiyate, sthasyati, sthatavyam, athava sthaniyam, sthitaha, athava sthita.
Athava no. Here it is athava, right? Because you can use tavyat or aniyar, so you can say athava, but here you can't say athava. Sthitaha for pullinga, sthita for string, like that it goes. Yeah.
Linga bheda is there. Sthitaha, sthita, sthitam, sthitavan.
No. But your thakara is getting elided a little bit pronouncing.
Should I repeat fifth one?
Yeah, fifth one onwards, just go hard on the thakara. Yeah.
Sthitaha, sthita, sthitam, sthitavan, sthitavati, tishthan, tishtanti, sthitva, asthaya.
Well done.
Prasthaya is having started. Sthatum,
Sthatu. See why they gave asthaya and then explained prasthaya in bracket is because pra upasarga with this dhatu is changing the meaning. See, the meaning that is given is to stand. Asthaya gives a in a sense of standing in a full way, that kind of color. So it doesn't change the color of the dhatu from standing. But prasthaya changes the color of the dhatu itself to having started. Nothing to do with standing. Actually, almost opposite of standing, moving, get going types. So why the sthadatu has a play with pra there is you start off standing and then you proceed. So proceed standing is the sense of prasthaya, having proceeded from standing position, prasthaya in a compact way, having started. Okay, that's why they gave it in brackets. See, they're very careful in teaching us. If they put it there, it's fine to learn, but the meaning change is not appreciated. Hence, thatum is tumun. So stand by, Maria. So well read. Tishtati saha Ramaha tishtati. So lat lakara vartamana kala pratama purusha ekavachana. Sthiyate Ramena tatra sthiyate. By Rama over there it is stood like that. Okay. So sthiyate. Like this is a akarmaka dhatu. So bhave prayoga. Though I am calling it karmani, it's bhave prayoga because there is no karma associated with standing, right? So you cannot say gramam sthiyate, shalam sthiyate, nothing possible. Athva shala sthiyate, no. So it is like Ramena sthiyate. Ramena tatra sthiyate. Ramena grihe sthiyate. All saptami vibhakti references can come as a location. But there is no karma associated, karma word associated. So there is no pratama vibhakti link with sthiyate, bhave prayoga. Okay? And because of the absence of the karma word in bhave prayoga, we simply default to ekavachana. Okay? That is when the tinganta, this bhave dhatu version is being used. But if you want to go into kridanta, etc., then we assume a napumsakalinga ekavachana reference as the absent karma. That is later on, you will appreciate why that is all needed to complete the sentence sense, because there is a void. To fill the void, there are some good assumptions, default placeholder assumptions in the grammar. Very brilliantly thought out. Anyway, sthiyate, sthasyati, future tense of tishtati. Okay, for one dhatu, I'm explaining this. Later on, he is going to just read it for us. Sthasyati will stand in the future. Sthatavyam should be stood. Sthaniyam should be stood up, something like that. Okay, same meaning. One is tavyat, another is aniyar. They are either of them can be used. There is no precondition like upasarga has to be nothing like that. Okay, sthitaha. So Ramaha sthitaha asti. Rama is standing. Okay. Then sthita. Sitaya sthita asti. Then sthitam. Mitrena sthitam asti. Like that. Okay. You see, when I said Ramaha sthitaha, a little bit of Visheshana Visheshya type of sense is there. Okay, you can say Ramena sthitaha, Ramena sthiyate, or you can say Ramaha sthitaha. It's weird, a little bit of flexibility exists there. Okay, because to some extent I can interpret this as a gatyartaka, because the action of standing has a absence of gati, so it is a gatyartaka. In that sense, maybe Ramaha sthitaha kind of as a standalone piece of sentence works. At least in my mind, it works. Sthitavan, sthitavati. So, bhuta kridanta, kartari. Ramaha grihe sthitavan. So, he stood in the house long ago. Ramaha ayodhyayam sthitavan asit. Agami samvatsare punaha sthitavan bhavishyati. Sthitavan bhavishyati. See the combination. He will become a fellow who is standing, who has stood from next year. It's nothing wrong. You can combine this sthitavan with future tense tiganta. Okay, sthitavati for Sita. Sita api sthitavati bhavati. Tishtan, tishtanti. So, pashyatu tatra Rama tishtan katham vijrumbate. See there how Rama is standing and shining over there like that. Okay. Tishtanti, it's feminine form of that. Okay. Sita tishtanti eva Ramavachanam shrutavati. Standing only, she heard Rama's words. Sthitva. Okay. Lakshmanaha api sthitva Prishtavan, Prashnam Prishtavan. Lakshmana also stood up and asked a question. This is not Rama Lakshmana, this is a classroom Lakshmana. Asthaya, properly having stood. The same Tvanta sense, but with Lyap Anta. Okay. So, because of Upasarga Ang added to Sthadatu. And Prasthaya is another example. The meaning changes. And then Sthatum. So prastatva is not possible. Prastitva, such things, tvanta is not allowed when once upasarga is there. Okay?
Hello. Hello.
And then sthatum in order to stand like that. Okay. So this is the full explanation I have given for one dhatu. Okay. Now Mohan Ram Varya muted out. One more dhatu you please read, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is difficulty?
Huh?
Is the tishtati, does it also mean to wait? To wait for something?
You can take Lakshanikartha that way, not incorrect to take Lakshanikartha.
Somebody is waiting for a bus.
Lakshanikartha, like I told. See, the literal meaning is stands, but the Lakshana is that he is waiting. Correct.
Okay.
Mahodaya.
Mahodaya, Stitaha is actually Karmani Prayoga, no Mahodaya. Can we say Ramaha Stitaha Asti or Ramena?
We have discussed this in earlier classes. Okay, it has got a Kartari yoga also.
Also, okay.
Visheshanavat.
Should I read?
Mohan Ram Varya, please.
Okay. Shala, to wash. Shalayati. Shalyate. Shalayishyati. Shalayitavyam. Shalaniyam. Shalitaha. Shalita. Shalitam. Shalitavan. Shalavati. Shalitavati. Shalitavan. Shalitavati. Shalayan. Shalayanti. Shalayitva. Prakshalya. Shalayitum.
Okay, so hopefully in your heads, the meanings have also come into the head. More than the sound of the word should become almost impervious. The meaning is what should form in the head eventually. So leave it to the brain to figure out sound to meaning, but the meaning has to stay what we have understood. If we, of course, as an individual word, when we are reading, there is nothing to memorize. But if you are reading a paragraph or a sentence, then there is a contextual requirement to remember that kshalayati until we finish the sentence and got the whole meaning. After that, next sentence we move, specific of shalayati can go away, but the fact that somebody is washing remains in the head, that much. Okay, so that kind of temporary memory is required for this as we read. Okay.
Sir, some are nijanta, some are tinta here. It should be kshalayitavan. If it is kshalayati.
No. See, only kshalayati and kshalyate and kshalnishyati, these are tingantas. Okay. After that, everything from number 4 onwards is all kridantas. Only the first line is tingantas. In the tingantas, lat, karmani lat, or bhave lat, and lrit, bhavishyat kala has been given.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
No, what everything else is
everything else is kridanta.
Right. No, we have pathati and pathayati. So this is shalati and kshalayati.
No. This dhatu belong in even in I know what you mean. Prayojaka artha, prayojaka arthe, right? Now that one, what that form is not being studied here. This is a pure lat. Okay. This dhatu belongs to a gana where a yakara is the vikarana pratyaya. I'm going little technical, so there is a vikarana pratyaya yakara coming in for this gana. Okay. Not because of the prayojaka nich. This is not a nijanta. Okay. Maybe Nijanta form is also kshalayati. I'm not denying. If you go to the tables, you will find Nijanta form of kshalayati is also perhaps kshalayati in the transferred sense. That's okay. The process of adding the karmani nich has not induced any apparent change because there is already a built-in yakara, so it just got absorbed, perhaps. Okay. Am I making sense, Bhagini? Say ha, no. I'm not sure she's happy. Anyway, so let's invite.
Sorry, sir, I had lost connection, but I got it. Thank you.
Okay, Prajakta Varya. Since you are unmuted, please read the lik dhatu.
Yes, sir. Lik, to write. Likhati, likhyate, lekhishyati. Lekhitavyam, lekhaniyam, likhitah, likhita, likhitam. Likhitavan, likhitavati. Likhan, likhanti, likhati.
So now when I use the slash, when they use the slash there, they mean there are actually two forms, one with the nalopa, this one with the nalopa and one without the nalopa. So likanti, likhati, both forms are available due to Paninian Sutra fork, where he says optionally this way, like that. Some sutra will be there. Continue, Bhagini.
Likhitva, vilikhya, lekhitum.
So having written properly, vilikya, having transcribed, something like that. Likitva, having written. So we is bringing that speciality as Vishishtataya lekhanam kritva, vilikya. Okay. Lekhitum, in order to write. So one thing, sometimes in our mouth, likitum may come. Don't get too worried. It's not colossal. Most people will understand you. We can move forward. Only Panini will frown. Okay. So you have to face that when you reach him. Okay. Thanks, Bhagini. So Akiraju, Srihari. You get couple of dhatus, sir. Please read quickly.
Drut, to dance. Nrutyati, nrutyate, nartishyati.
Very good.
Nartitavyam. Nartaniyam. Nartitaha, nartita, nartitam. Nartitavan, nartitavati. Nutyan, nutyanti. Nartitva, parinrutya. Nartitum.
So if you notice the nrit, the r, due to influence of sandhi, is sometimes changing to ar. That means going through yan transformation as part of the prakriya process of building the tinganta. Okay, so that's why sometimes nr, sometimes nar. Okay, so the nar is there, nartishyati, nartanam. Word we know most popularly is nartanam. That one is not having r, but is having the yan transform. Okay, so you can see variously n transform absent or present in different forms. Okay, due to the prakriya. Prakriya means the transformative process, the expressions that undergo the word undergoes the transformations through the prakriya. Yeah, continue, sir.
Pach, to cook. Pachati, pachyate, pachyati. Paktavyam.
Very good. See, paktavyam. So kakara, takara, both are there in that symbol. Paktavyam. Well done.
Paktavyam. Pachaniyam. Pakvaha. Pakva. Pakvam. Pakvavan. Pakvavati. Pachan, pachanti. Paktva. Paripachya. Paktum.
Paktum. So pachati, this is a very interesting type of dhatu. Okay. So you can say Ramaha Pakam Pachati is correct. Rama is the subject who is doing the cooking. But Annam Pachati is also correct. I mean, you remove Rama. Annam as a separate word is also applicable. That means the rice cooks. It's also okay. So this guy is a kind of, it can fit itself with the subject or the object as the karta. Okay, so it's a interesting thing. Okay.
This is a Ubhayapadena. Pacha.
No. Pachate. No, I have to check. I'm not too sure of that. Pachyate is there in Atmane because as the Karmani
is
form,
Karmani.
it is
Yeah,
having the
Karmani.
Atmane Paditva forced on it. But whether there is Pachate, I don't know. I cannot confirm that.
Okay.
So let's call Neela Variye with the Master Neela.
Okay. One, to salute, vandate, vandhyate, vandishyate, vanditavyam, vandaniyam, vanditaha, vandita, vanditam, vanditavan, vanditavati, vandamanaha, vandamana, vanditva, abhivandya, vanditum.
Vanditum. Well read, Bhagini. No, I was only pulling your leg when I said Master Neela because you have MA next to your name
Yes,
built in.
sir. I understood, sir. Many of them tell me that.
I like that.
Thank you,
okay. So Vandamanaha, Vandamana. Why it is not Vandan, Vandanti, like we say Nrityan, Nrityanti? Because this is an Atmanepadi Dhatu. Moment it's an Atmanepadi Dhatu, instead of the Shatranta, it gets another alternate Kridanta called Shanach Anta, where Ana sound comes out. Okay. Sometimes that changes to Mana. So Mana or Ana, like that you will hear it. Okay, here Mana has come. So Vandamanaha, Vandamana, Vandamanam in Napumsaka if you want to include that. So that is the, but the meaning is same. As he is praying. So Ramaha Vandamanaha Dasharatasya Agre Tishtati. So as he is doing Namana, Rama stands in front of Dasharatha. As he is doing Namana, Vandamanaha. But as a Visheshana to Ramaha. Okay? Vandamana for a Stri Visheshana. That's the only variation. So Vandate is Atmanepadi and hence the form Vandamanaha. They didn't go into all the color of saying Shanach in place of Shatru and all that. I just added that for our knowledge. Okay. Satya Saivarya, you have a question.
Yeah, Mahodaya, I was just trying to know whether like Gamdhatu, which is intransitive in English, but transitive in Sanskrit, is there anything like Tishtadhatu also similar? Are there any other dhatus like?
You are good in bringing this up. So Mahodaya is very correct. Okay, let's forget English for now. Okay, let's stay within the purview of Indian language world. So many verbs in Kannada, for example, which is my mother tongue. Okay, many verbs in Kannada have in my mind, a corresponding verb in Samskritam. Sometimes the Kannada verb for me would be transitive in the sense it can take a karma pada. But the Sanskrit version of that may not be allowed to, and vice versa. An intransitive verb in Kannada may become transitive the way I use it in Sanskritam. So this transitive, intransitive nature has a large overlap because it is a real life linguistic phenomenon. It is nothing specific to Sanskritam or English or Kannada. There are some things that are by nature intransitive, like kampate, shakes, or stands, etc. Okay, but in some languages, some forced transition meanings are taken because the vector of that verb in that world is slightly different. So transitive nature is taken, etc. That's what my Mahodaya wants to highlight with this question. I think it's more he's bringing to our attention about this. Don't be fixated that go means non-transitive and stand means not. We don't know. It's a language specific behavior. That's all he wants to highlight. Right, Mahodaya?
Thank you, sir. Right.
Yes, see.
Sir,
thanks.
Sir, please, can you make one sentence with the word Parichaya?
Paripachya. Oh, okay. Sita annam paripachya Ramam Lakshmanam cha dadati.
Sita annam paripachya Ramam Lakshmanam dadati.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know whether Paripachya means exactly in the sense I don't know. Pari means completely sense I have taken from all sides like that. So maybe it was some because they were in the forest and being Kshatriyas, they were anyway Mamsaharis. Maybe I can say Mamsam Paripachya can be applicable because it has to be burnt from all sides before biting. Something like that. Okay.
Having cooked food, Sita serves it to Rama and Lakshman. That is how it will be translated.
Having cooked the food, yeah. Yeah. Same as Tvanta, except because of Pari, there is a Lyabanta, that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Kavya Katha. We have moved to 7th section. Good progress. So we continue our study of Raghu's progress. So far what we have learned. So Samskrit, let's try in Samskritam, right? It's more interesting. Etavat paryantam asmabihi kim drishtam Raghu Dilipasya katha shrutam edavat paryantam asmabihi. Dilipah रघुवंशस्य राजा रघुवंश इति तस्य पुत्रस्य नाम्नि अस्ति परन्तु इदानीं वक्तुं शक्नुमः दिलीपः रघुवंशस्य राजा अथवा सूर्यवंशस्य राजा अयोध्यायाम् आसीत् तस्य महिषी पट्टमहिषी आसीत् का अरे मया विस्मृतमेव नाम का आसीत् तस्य पट्टमहिषी Sudakshina, Kshamyatam. So somebody will slap me, my Guru Varyas. Anyway, Sudakshina Dileepah cha Vasishtam prati gatavantau. Kimartam putra praptihi nasti, santana praptihi nasti. Vasishta kim karaniyam iti uktavan. Karanam kim karaniyam cha iti. Tatra tau nandinyaha pujam tena ताभ्याम करेक्ट सो ताभ्याम नंदिन्याः पूजा करणीयम् इति सूचितं तु तथैव ते पूजां कुर्वन्तः 21 दिनानि यावत् दिलीपः तु अरण्यमपि गच्छन् आसीत् तया सह नंदिन्या सह अन्तिमे दिने सिंहवृत्तान्तम् अभवत् कुम्भोदरः इति सिंहः तस्य नाटकं नन्दिन्या साकं नाटकं तु नन्दिन्या एव विरचितं नाटकं माया नाटकम् आसीत् तत् स्यात् तथा अन्ततो गत्वा दिलीपेन सर्वं सम्यक् कृतं यत् करणीयमासीत् तत् सर्वं कृतम् आत्मसमर्पणमपि कर्तुं सिद्धः अभवत् नन्दिन्याः रक्षणाय तद्दृष्ट्वा सा सन्तुष्टा अभवत् यत् वरं पृच्छतु इति सा पृष्टवती तो तदा दिलीपः सन्तानप्राप्तिर्भवतु इति अर्थितवान् तो सा आं मम दुग्धं पिब इति साक्षात् तत्रैव न पीतवान् पुनः आश्रमं गत्वा पूजाम् अन्यकार्यं सर्वं समाप्तम् अभवत् तदनन्तरमेव गुरु आदेशात् स्वीकृत्य सुदक्षिणा सहितः सन् पीतवान् तत् सापि पीतवती इति तत्र स्वीकर्तव्यम् अस्माभिः तो एतेन वरप्राप्तिरभवत् ते पुनः अयोध्यां प्रति गतवन्तौ तत्र रघोः जन्म अपि अभवत् इति एतावत्पर्यन्तम् अस्माभिः श्रुतं सो I hope you guys are able to appreciate the weak attempt I am doing to explain what happened in Sanskritam. It's more interesting than reciting it in English for you guys. So now let's I hope. Are you able to hear me, Parvati Varya? Okay. Please read. The process is after every major sentence or every portion, we stop and I try to explain. Yes.
Kavya Katha Devendriyoho Yuddham.
So now we have proceeded to a portion where Raghu is going to fight with Devendra. Devendra is Indra only. Indra is Devanam Indra, something like that. Okay. So Yuddham. So their fight between them. Continue, Bhagini.
Balakaha Raghuhu Dine Dine pravurdha.
So day by day, our boy Raghu grew up. He became a grown-up fella.
Saha yogyam shikshanam api praptavan.
He also obtained appropriate education.
Tasya vivaha api sampannaha.
He also got married.
Dilipaha rajyabharam laghum kartum apekshitavan.
Very good. Apekshitavan. So Dilipa, the weight of the rulership lighten in order to do he desired.
Ataha saha Raghukumarasya pattabhishekam kritavan.
Therefore, see, now I'm going Butler, guys, because Butler is more useful for us, word by word. Therefore, he of the son Raghu, the anointment in the throne, he did.
Tataha shatam ashwamedha yagan kartum sankalpitavan.
Kartum, tumunanta, right? So kartum, to do. So tataha, after that Pattabhisheka, shatam ashwamedha yagan, 100 ashwamedha yagas, kartum, in order to do, sankalpitavan, he took a resolution. He became a fellow who took the resolution. I am giving literal Butler translation. Continue.
Shatena ashwamedhehi devendra padavi labhyate.
With 100, with Ashwamedhas. So Visheshana Vishesha, that's why both are in Karana. So with 100, this is Ekavachana Tritiya Vibhakti. Ashwamedhaihi, see, group of 100. I don't know if Shataihi will be correct, because Shataihi will become with hundreds. Okay, the intention is not to say with hundreds, it is to say with 100 singular. So Shatena Ashwamedhaihi, but this is Ashwamedha is one yaga, so Ashwamedhaihi is Bahuvachana here, 100 Ashwamedhas. So with 100 Ashwamedha yagas, Devendra Padavi Labhyate, you get the status of Devendra.
Dilipena ashwamedha yagaya yagashvaha peshitaha. Yagashvaha.
No, Yagashvaha.
Yagashvaha peshitaha.
I think there is a editorial error there. You are right in reading Yagashvaha, because Yagashvaha Preshitaha only will be correct. One single Ashwa cannot be sent in plural. So Dilipena, by Dilipa, Ashwamedha Yagaya, for the purpose of Ashwamedha Yaga, Yagashvaha, many horses of Yaga were sent.
Yagashvaha is there.
Your book is correct. Thank you. Continue reading, Bhagini.
Ashwanam rakshanaya raguhu gataha.
For protecting the horses, Yagashvas, Raghu also went.
Ekona shatam yagaha nirvignaha jataha.
See, Nitya Bahuvachana, Ekona Shatam. No need to kind of. So, though it is using Ekavachana Pratyaya Shatena, there is a Nitya Bahuvachanatva inside of that. 100 is Nitya Bahuvachana. But if you say Shataihi, it will become with many hundreds. Okay, that's why I was alerting you to the usage of Vibhakti there. Okay, so Ekona Shatam, see, Una Shabda. 1 less than 100 yagas, without any obstacle, they became. That means they happened. Jata is in the same sense, they occurred sense. Okay.
Antimasya yagasya ashvaha preshitaha.
Of the last of the yajna or yaga, the horse was sent.
Dhanurdharaha rakshakaha.
You are reading more than what is there.
Dhanurdharaha rakshakaha asan.
So there were many Sainiks, protectors with the instrument of war, Dhanu. That means with the bow. Bow wielding soldiers were there.
परन्तु देवेन्द्रः तत्र आगतः.
But the very Devendra came over there because it's the 99th yaga. That's it. His padavi is going to go.
सः गुप्तशरीरं धृतवान्.
So he wore a secret body. That means invisible body, like that. Okay. He took on an invisible form. That's how we have to translate in English.
अश्वम् अपहृतवान्.
He stole the horse.
रघुराजस्य सैन्यम् आश्चर्यचकितम् अभवत्.
So the army of Raghuraja, right now it is being called as Raghurajas because he is the leader of the army right now. It's actually Dilipa still. But Pattabhisheka, probably Kumara Pattabhisheka, probably not as the Raja. Okay? I don't know. It can take it either way. It's kind of borderline there. Anyway, Raghurajasya Sainyam, Ascharya Chakitam. This Chakit is there even in Hindi, Kannada, everywhere. So, means struck with surprise. The struck with surprise is Chakit. Okay? Struck with surprise, it became.
किं कर्तव्यम् इति न ज्ञातम्.
What to do? So, it did not know. That means it became completely mesmerized, confused. Thanks, Bhagini. Well read. Revati Balachandran.
Yes, sir.
Bhagini, continue reading for us.
Tada tatra vasishtasya nandini dhenuhu agatavati.
So at that time, tada, over there, tatra, of Vasishta, the Nandini cow, she came.
Sa anugraham kritavati.
She gave the grace. What is the meaning of she gave the grace? She did a great assistant to, obviously, to Raghu at that time. So what is the grace? We will see.
Tena purva dishayam indraha drishtaha.
So by that grace, see, tena is tena anugrahena. So tena anugrahena, nandinyaha anugrahena, purva dishayam indraha drishtaha. So by her grace, in the easterly direction, Indra was seen.
Raghuhu indram uddishya avadat.
Raghu told, addressing Indra.
Devendra tvam deveshu prathamaha.
So this is Sambodhana. Hey Devendra, hoi, tvam deveshu pratamaha. You are first amongst the devas.
Ashwasya apaharanam hinam karyam.
The act of stealing the horse is a lowly job. Leave it to people like that. Nice one. Continue.
Idam tvaya na kartavyam.
This should not be done by you.
Tava apakirtihi bhavati.
Your fame will go, or you will become defamed. I mean, you will be defamed. That's the literal translation of that. Continue.
Ashwam tyaja iti.
So give up this horse. So, I mean, this is very, though it is, we kind of love this simple terse words. In the mouth of Kalidasa, this is beautiful verses. Okay. One day, hopefully, you guys climb into that and enjoy that color. Continue. Let's give a break now. We'll call someone else. I will take a few more minutes to finish reading and then we can take a break. Neela Varye. Oh, sorry. Neela Varye I have already involved. So let me skip her. So Kanchana, let's involve the golden lady. Kanchana. Bhagini, you start reading here.
Indraha Raghum Drishtva Rajakumara Kirtihi Eva Mukhya.
So Indra, looking at having seen Raghu, okay, in the sense addressing Raghu is the Lakshana there. Okay. Hey Rajakumara, see, hey Raja, no, see, still the prince. Hey Rajakumara, Kirtihi eva mukhya. Oh, yes, definitely. Fame is indeed important, but you are, see, this word is hidden a lot of meaning. See, here by stealing your apakirti will happen. Here, his kirti mukhyata is due to another reason, because of his sthana. My Indra Padavi is the kirti I have. Don't worry about my reputation as chora or non-chora or something like that. Continue, Bhagini.
अहम् एकः शतक्रतुः इति प्रसिद्धः.
I am famous as a Shatakratu. See, what is this Shatakratu? 100 Ashwamedha Yaga, one who has done is Shatakratu. Kratu means one who has completed, done. So, Shatakratu. So, I am known as the 100 finished guy. Why? Because I have done 100 yagas to attain this padavi. So, I am famous.
अन्यः शतक्रतुः लोके नास्ति.
There is no other fellow who is a Shatakratu in this world.
यदि तव जनकः शतम् अश्वमेधान् करोति तर्हि सः शतक्रतुः भवति.
Yadi tarhi is a classic pairing in Samskrita. Okay. If, then. In a simple English, it is if, then. So, if your father 100 Ashwamedha yagas he does, how do I translate that in English? Then, saha shatakratuhu bhavati. Then he will become 100 completed fella.
अतः अहम् अश्वम् अपहृतवान् इति.
So I stole the horse. Iti akatayat. So he told. So he explained to Dilipa. Thanks, Bhagini. Well read. Rajiv Varya, this paragraph for you.
Yes, sir. Raghuhu idam vachanam shrutva yadi
Shastram.
Shastram grihatam iti avadat. So, Raghuhu idam vachanam shrutva, having heard this saying of Indra, Raghu as a subject, yadi agraha kama. Okay, if there is any compulsion in you, in you is implicit there. Shastram grihyatam, grab a instrument of war. Okay, Shastra, grab your sword or Trishula, whatever. Okay, he's having many instruments of war in his hand. Vajra, this is Vajra. Anyway, iti avadat, so he told. Raghudevendrayoho bhikaram yuddham jatam.
Bhikaram. It's okay. This is okay. Don't worry. So, of Raghu and Devendra, so Shashti Dvivachana, of Raghu and Devendra, very intense, fear-generating, bhikaram, bhaya. So, bhikaram, very fear-generating fight took place, happened.
Raghuhu Banam Grihitavan.
Raghu, now the explanation. Raghu grabbed an arrow.
Shiptavan cha.
He threw it also. That means he launched it. We should translate this to he launched it also.
Indrasya bhuje shinnam jatam.
Upon the shoulder of Indra, an injury mark occurred. That means he was able to pierce the shoulder of Indra and injure him.
Indraha kupitavan.
Indra became angry.
Vajrayudhena Raghun taditavan.
So he struck Raghu with Vajrayudha.
Raghuhu bhumo patitavan. Kshane eva uttitavancha. Kshane eva uttitavancha.
Ut and sthadatu is there. Okay. Ut is upasarga. Sthadatu uttitavan. I means
he stood up like that. Okay. So Raghu fell on the ground at first is implicit. And within a moment or within moments, that sense, he stood up also. He got up also. That means he was such a capable, strong fellow that he was able to withstand the strike of Vajrayudha. Hopefully, Indra had not launched it with all the force required. You can finish off this paragraph also, Arya.
Right, sir. Raghukumarasya parakramena Indraha santushtavan.
So by this show of valor of Raghu, okay, or show of fighting capability, that's what so show of fighting ability of Raghu, Indra became a happy fellow. Now he assumed his deva position.
Indraha varam pricha ashvam tu na dadami iti akathayat.
Okay, he said, okay, look, I can give you some boon, okay, but I am not going to give you the horse. So he told.
Raghuhu ashvam vina api yagaha purnam bhavatu.
Purnah bhavatu.
Yagafalam cha bhavatu iti prarthitavan.
So Raghu also prayed to him, look, okay, all right, this looks like a stalemate here. You have this Vajrayudha. I know now that, it's not that I can kind of win over you. So because you have been graceful, okay, look, let the yaga be complete without the Ashwa also. That means without the Ashwa coming back, may you grant the special allowance that the yaga becomes Purna. That means it is counted as complete. Okay. Yaga phalam cha bhavatu. That means whatever the other siddhis, not the Shatakratu Kirti, but other siddhis associated with the Ashwamedha Yaga, that Yaga phala may that accrue to my father. So he prayed.
Indraha tathastu iti varam dattavan.
Indra gave the vara, may it be so, tatha astu, may it be so. That means may it happen. So appadiye ahattam in Tamil. So he gave the vara.
Santushtaha Raghu rajdhanim pratyagatavan.
So the happy Raghu returned to the capital. So this much is the storyline of Raghu's encounter with Indra in a simple sense. So let us take a break now. 12:15 we will gather back and continue answering these and go on for some more time before concluding the morning session. Please take a water break at this time. Thanks. Welcome back. So having studied these lessons, let us answer these few simple questions that they have asked us. Okay. So let me call Neeta Warrior. Yeah. Dilipah kim kartum apekshitavan?
Dilipah Rajyabharam Laghum Kartum Apekshitavan.
Okay, good. But slightly off. Dilipah Rajyaparam Raghum Ragoho Upari Sthapayitum Atava Raghave Datum. Something like that you have to use. Okay. You cannot say Ragum Kartum. Okay.
Okay.
Raghu is not a karma there. He is the recipient. So Raghave Datum Apekshitavan. Like that is good answer. And then further you can kind of extend saying Dilipah. Another answer could be Dilipah Shatam Ashwamedha Yagan Kartum Apekshitavan also. Okay, but both are good answers. Okay, that he wanted to hand over the Rajyabhara to Raghu. And then he wanted to do 100 Ashwamedha Yagas. Both can be answers. You can answer both in one way or just one of them. Both are fine. So Dilipah Swasmin Rajyabaram Laghum Kartum. Oh, you said Laghum, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I heard it as Raghum. I'm sorry.
No.
Then you are correct. Rajavaram Lagum Kartum Apekshitavan. Enough. You will get your 1 marks. So, but I continued. Pattam Raghum Samarpayitum cha Apekshitavan. Little bit slightly different. Thanks, Bagini.
Thank you, sir.
So, Narasimhan Varya. JV.
Sir. इन्द्रः कस्याः अनुग्रहेण दृष्टः इन्द्रः नन्दिनी धेनुः अनुग्रहेण दृष्टः
धेनोः very good Nandini धेनोः
धेनो षष्ठी विभक्ति sir no धेनोः fine sir
so or Nandinyaah if you want to stay with just Nandini okay Nandinyaah anugrahena drishtah
Nandinyaah anugrahena fine sir.
Well done Varya Pratibha Varya Pratibha Pai
Yes, sir.
number 3
Yes, sir.
Please read the number 3 question and answer it Bhagini
Indram uddishya Raghurajasya vachanam kim? Indram uddishya Raghurajasya vachanam iti Devendra tvam deveshu pratamaha ashvasya apaharanam hinam karyam idam tvaya na kartavyam tava apakirtihi bhavati ashvam
Tyaja. Good. If you remember, you can say the whole thing or you can say some of it is okay. But Bhagini has attacked the first portion of the conversation, which is the correct spirit. You cannot go in the end with, Ashvam Vinapi Yagaha Purnaha Bhavatu. That won't be the kind of correct spirit of answering a standalone question, will be attack question. I mean, it will be the opening statement, but it won't be incorrect to, because he also told that to Indra. So you can also say Ashvam Vinapi Yagaha Purnaha Bhavatu. That also can be used in context. Okay. But what one of the initial things, so here I have made it slightly intermediate one. Indrasya vachanam yadi ashvapaharanasya agraha asti tarhi shastram grihyatam. Iti another one I have picked up. Thanks, Bhagini. Well done. Kunikannan Varya.
Indraha kam varam dattavan. Indraha tadastu idi varam dattavan.
Good escape. I like it. Good escape. You should get your own marks. But technically, you should go in quotes about what was the explanation of that tatastu.
Raghu varam prarthitavan. Ashwambina api yagaha purna bhavadu. Yagavalam cha bhavadu.
So now what you do, no? Raghu's words, you can actually put it in the place of varam. So Indraha, kam varam, Indraha, quote open, in the place of kam. Indraha, quote open. Ashvam vina api yagaha purnaha bhavatu. Yagapalam cha bhavatu. Quote close. Iti. And then varam dattavan. Okay? That is the correct way to go about it. Okay. Tatastu iti varam dattavan. You won't be incorrect, but it's not giving us any substance to the vara. Explanation of kam. Actually, one more trick answer is possible here. Indraha Ragum Varam Dattavan also can be trick answer. Like he gave the vara to Raghu, but that's also stale kind of answer. It is nice. You're using your language skill to say, I can be as sharp to say he gave vara to Raghu. But here it's better to go with what was the actual vara. Neither Tatastu nor Raghu will fit there. Ashvam vina api yagasya sampurnata bhavatu. Something like that you have to say. Okay, well done. Indraha Ashvam vina api dilipasya yagaha sampurnaha bhavatu yagapalam api labhyeta. Some variant I have put here. Iti varam Raghave dattavan. See, Raghu is the Chaturthi Vibhakti fellow for Uddana Kriya. Thanks everyone. You learned well. So let's move to Anvaya Krama. So in Anvaya Krama, as we have been doing from Valmiki's Ramayanam, from the Sangshepa Ramayanam portion, we are reading storyline of Ramayana. So we have here Tam Vrajantam Priyo Bhrata Lakshmano Anujagamaha Snehadvinaya Sampannaha Sumitrananda Vardhanaha. So we know it's about Lakshmana. Tam Vrajantam Priyaha Brata Lakshmanaha Anujagamaha. Who was tam vrajantam? Vraja means one who was moving. Moving. So tam vrajantam Ramam. So tam vrajantam goes with Ramam. To that Rama who was going. Okay. Or to is not a good figure of speech to use there. Okay. That Rama who was going, that much you can say. Priyaha Brata, a loving brother, Lakshmana, Anujagama, followed, indeed, like that. Okay. He, etc. are little bit like Pada Purana words, but you can translate that as indeed. So he indeed followed. Okay. Lit Jagama. Anu is Upasarga. So, but there are two more qualifier words for Lakshmana. Kavis won't be happy with just Priyaha Brata Lakshmana. Brata is also Pratama Ekavachana. Bratru, Rikaranta, Bratru Shabda. Like Pita, Pitaro, Pitaraha, Brata, Brataro, Brataraha. Here Brata Lakshmana. So Snehat Vinaya Sampannaha Lakshmana. Due to his very great friendship with his brother, one who was endowed with Vinaya. Vinaya, how do I translate? With subservient nature, quiet nature, a pleasing nature towards his brother, something like that. Okay. Sumitra Ananda Vardhanaha. Three parts are there. Sumitrayaha Anandasya Vardhanaha. Vardhanaha, one who increases. What? Anandasya, of the happiness. Kasyaha Sumitrayaha, of Sumitra. So Sumitra's happinesses grower, increaser is the closest I can come in English, butler English. Okay. So Snehat separates out, but it is associated with Vinaya Sampannata. So Snehat Vinaya Sampannaha. You can also say Snehat Anujagama, all that, but it is best to associate in the close quarters. So Snehat Vinaya Sampannaha Lakshmanaha, Sumitrananda Vardanaha Lakshmanaha, Priyaha Lakshmanaha, Brata Lakshmanaha, Ramam, Kidrisham Ramam, Tam Vrajantam Ramam Anujagama. He or her. Okay, I hope you guys got the whole thing. Okay, so this word break, tam, prajantam. So as you know, everywhere Anuswara has to be converted to Halantamakaras. That they have done. Because of Kama, there is no association. So Halantamakara is the default. Tam, vrajantam, priyaha, brata, lakshmanaha. See, Lakshmano, Lakshmanaha, Visarga Utva reversal. Very common. See, O is, whenever you see O Avagraha, you pretty much know there is a Visarga followed by an Akara. So, Lakshmanaha, Anujagama, Ha, Snehat. See, Dakara there, Snehat is the softening of the Takara due to Jashtva Sandhi. You will study that under Shiksha, Vyanjana Sandhi. So, Snehat becomes Snehad because of the soft Vakara. Snehat Vinaya Sampannaha, it separates out after the da is removed. Okay. Sumitrananda Vardhanaha as one. But as I already showed you the Vigraha of this, Vinayena, so this I will give. Vinayena Sampannaha, with Vinaya, one who is rich, fulfilled, filled with Vinaya. Sumitrayaha, of Sumitra. Anandasya, of happiness. Vardhanaha, one who increases the whatever that. So Vinaya Sampannaha, Sumitrananda Priyaha, Brata Lakshmanaha. They have took Snehat all the way here. Alone, like I told you. Snehat Tam Vrajantam Anujagama. Maitri will also give Vinaya Sampannata towards a person, right? He's not a Shatru. So, okay, but this is better, I think, what they have done. Snehat Anujagama. Like that. He is known as inseparable from Rama, right? So Sneha, if you see the word Sneha, you will appreciate Samskritam. Sneha, the original meaning of Sneha is oily, fat, oily, sticky. Okay, Snehat, due to stickiness, if you want to go extremely literal, due to stickiness, but you should really contextually read that as Due to friendship. Okay. Revati Bagini.
Sir, this Anujagama is a word which talks about
Lit
going
lakara. Jagama, okay, is a lit lakara.
So it has nothing to
Gam
do with
dhatu.
younger brother.
Look under gam dhatu. Gam dhatu becomes agachat in lung. Okay. But in lit lakara, which is paroksha bhutakala, it is jagama. Okay. He went like that. So Anu jagama, he went following his brother. So Anu is following.
Oh, it's not nothing to do with Anuja. Anuja is
No.
Okay.
He was not Gama's brother. Sorry. Okay. Satya Saivarya, what is the question?
Sir.
Modaya, what happened to Ha?
Indeed. They have not built in, like I told. These are Pada Puranaka letters that are coming. Cha, ha, hai, va, hi, like this. Okay. So sometimes there is no compulsion on us to try and include it in the meaning. Okay.
Okay.
But I would include it in the sense of indeed he followed him. Okay. Snehat ha, you can say due to his friendship, like that. You can add it there also. Anujagamaha, you can say that would be the same way that Kavi has put it. Indeed he followed him, like that.
Now, in pure sentence, if you want to make it, that say X accompanied by Y. So, can you say Anujagama there?
No, Sita's reference is not at play in Anu word. No. Sita is not at play here. She is also there involved, there is no doubt that, but she is not at play in this verse. Sumitra's son Lakshmana was Rama's favorite younger brother and the joy of his own mother. See, that's what Sumitrananda Vardhanaha, joy of his own mother. It's a good translation. He was humility incarnate. Wow. Vinaya Sampannaha. Incarnate. Okay, somebody is being very colorful here in English. When Rama was leaving for the forest, he could not bear the thought of himself continuing to stay in the palace. He means Lakshmana. Lakshmana could not bear the thought of himself continuing to stay in the palace. He had to be with his dear brother wherever he was. So Priya Brata. Because he was a dear brother, the brother was also dear brother to him. So he too prepared to accompany him. Anujagama sense. Kaikeyi's desire was to send only Rama and not Lakshmana. But Lakshmana showed his fraternal affection, brotherly affection. Okay, by accompanying Rama. Fraternity also is brotherhood. These are all Christian words, so I don't know the pure accurate translations. Geeta Varya, is there another question?
Mahodaya. Vrajantam, is it Namapada? I assume that Pullinga Namapada.
Vrajantam is Shatranta Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachana. Vrajan. Okay. Vrajantam Ramam. Going Rama. The Rama who was going.
Kindly can you repeat, Mahodaya?
Oh, okay. Vrajantam, Gachantam. Same way we do the Dvitiya Vibhakti of Gachantam. So the one who was going. This instead of Gam Dhatu, there is Vraj. So Vrajantam. That's all. Okay?
Okay. Dhanyawad.
See, Valmiki and all are not happy just using few dhatus and circling around the same known things, etc. So these, why we should read the Moola Valmiki Ramayana, we all know the storyline, right? Yes, you may pick up some additional subtle aspects of the storyline if you read the original Ramayana, no doubt. You will also notice that many of the drama that is displayed later, added by others, is not there in the original, perhaps. That is also okay. But we read these kavyas because of what they teach us. They teach us all the usages of these rare lakaras that otherwise we don't encounter, and all the dhatus that normally we don't encounter, like Vraji dhatu. Yeah.
Sir, is there a sense of exploration in this dhatu vraj? Because that's the sense in how it is used in Bengali. It means for like tirtha or exploration. That sense is there in Bengali at least.
Perhaps. Actually, yesterday in our daily night class that we have with our Guru Varya, Nitya Samskritam class, where I along with some 8-10 other lucky guys follow a reading of Mahabharata right now. We are reading Chatugriha Parva. There also this Vrajadhatu was used, and we kind of got the sense that the simple sense is not there. It has a deeper sense of purpose, something like that. So that may be the reason. Yes.
Okay, sir. Right. Thank you.
Sir, can you please use Anujagama in a sentence?
Anujagama. So okay. Vane harini agachat. Okay. Vane harini eka agachat. Tam harinim harinim Lakshmanaha anujagama. Ramaha anujagama. Like that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
thank you.
He followed the harini. So somebody has to go first before you can do anujagama.
Achha.
Otherwise, you have to just do jagama. So harini jagama, Ramaha anujagama. Like that.
Oh, okay. It's like follow.
I don't know whether jagama is appropriate for following the harini, but theek hai. Yeah, well, we are not trying to be Valmiki here, though my name is surname is Valmiki. Probably only in name. So next verse. Let us complete this verse and call the morning session closed.
Can you do the Anvayam for this stanza?
We read it here. Vinaya Sampannaha Sumitrananda Vardanaha Priyaha Brata Lakshmanaha. So all this 1, 2, 3, 4 stack on as Visheshana to Lakshmana. Vinaya Sampannaha Lakshmanaha, Sumitrananda Vardanaha Lakshmanaha, Priyaha Lakshmanaha, Brata Lakshmanaha, Snehat, Sneha Karanat, Tam Ramam, Vrajantam Ramam, one who was going for Vanavasa, Anujagama, followed. Okay? Ramasya Daita Bharya Nityam Pranasamahita Sitapyanugata Ramam Shashinam Rohiniyata. Wow, Kavitva. So this one is called Upamalankara because Yatha is there in that sense. Iva, Yatha. So direct comparison has been drawn by the Kavi using Yatha, Iva Shabda. Then you don't call it Drishtanta, we call it Upama. Because there is a parallel. I will show you the 3 parallels, connectivities between this and Rama and Sita. So Ramasya Dayita Bharya of Rama, the beloved. Okay, Rama had a lot of daya on her. I mean, love on her. So Ramasya daya, compassion, passion. Dayita Bharya, Nityam Pranasama Hita Bharya. Nityam Pranasama, who was in every moment like his prana, like equivalent to his breath. Hita, one who was always desiring good for Rama. Hita. Okay. Ramasya hitam abhilashanti sa hita iti kathita asti atra. Hita bharya. Beautiful power of these Samskrita words as Visheshanas. Sita api. So now the Sita is the subject of all that color. Ramasya dayita, Ramasya bharya, Ramasya nityam pranasama, Ramasya hita, Sita. Api anugata Ramam, karma, Ramam. Rama, she also followed. Lakshmanaha Ramam anugataha, Sita api anugata. Lakshmanaha anujagama, sa esha anugata. Kridanta prayoga. Valmiki kridantam upayujya karoti atra. Anugata iti. Gam dhatoh eva anu upasargam api asti, parantu atra kridanta rupam. Ktantam, Anugata. Katham Anugata? Yatha Rohini Shashinam Anugata, Tatha Sita api Ramam Anugata. So Rohini atra Sita, Shashihi atra Ramaha, Anugamanam Dvayoho. Rohini api anugacchati, Sita api anugacchati. Samanya dharma, we call it. In Upama Lankara, there are three things. Okay? Samanya dharma has to be there as the most important. Samanya dharma is what is that common dharma between the comparative subjects. So the common dharma between Sita and Rohini is anugamana, following another. Following, of course, in this case, the Pativara. Okay? Now, that's clear. Then this is called Upama Vachaka Shabda. Yatha. That has to be also present. Sometimes Luptopama, it may not be present, but we don't need to go into all the color variations. We're not doing Sahitya lesson here. But Yatha. So it's a Iva, Yatha. All these are Upama Vachaka Shabda. So that is the second color. And then Upamanam and Upameyam. That's Upameyam is Sita. One who has to be described with a color is Sita, and the descriptor for Sita, Upamanam, is Rohini. Okay? Samana dharma is Anugamanam. Okay, that is the beauty of Upamalankara. So this, what is this Rohini following Shashi? Shashi is Chandra. So the same way that Rohina Nakshatra follows Shashi, this is the Kavi Kalpana. Rohini, more than Rohini following Chandra, Chandra positions himself due to the movements, both of the Earth's movement around the sun, which is also Moon's movement around the sun, and his own movement around Earth, etc. All those displacements will make Rohini Nakshatra and Moon appear in the same sky section, right? So, but it is kind of said that Rohini Nakshatra sticks with Moon longer than other nakshatras. There is this Kavi Kalpana that Moon has 27 wives in the sky, the 27 nakshatras, and Rohini is very dear to him, so he sticks with her longer. So that Upama Alankara has been used beautifully here. So Shashinam Rohini Yata, like that. Okay, beautiful usage. So Ramasya Dayita Nityam Pranasama Hita Bharya Sita. See, Nityam Pranasama has to pair because it goes Nityam Hita. She is also Nityam Hita, Nityam Dayita, all that, but Nityam Pranasama is the most closest association. Kavi has chosen that order, so we can stick with that. Api Shashinam Rohiniyata Tatha Ramam Anugata. Beautiful Anvaya Vakya. I completely agree with it. Yes, Varya.
This Anugata is a ta pratyayam.
Ktanta, yeah, Ktanta Kridanta.
Kridanta. This is not a Karmani Prayoga.
Sir, we have discussed this many times in the class. Gatyartaka dhatunam kartari prayoge api Ktanta yojanam bhavati. Please remember that. Okay? If you go back to our class, you will see that we have discussed it at length.
Okay.
Rama's love for Sita was boundless. She was his very life breath. Nice translation. So, see, what they have done is each Visheshana they have split off into a nice sentence. This is a good way of doing, because you cannot cluster things the way Sanskrit manages to do in a small verse when you are explaining the Tatparya. You have to split out. See, that's beautiful. Rama's love for Sita was boundless. So, where he got boundless nature? Dayita, maybe they have increased the meaning in the sense of boundless. I mean, yeah, okay. She was his very life breath, that is Prana Sama. Sita on her part wished well for her husband always. She was always his well-wisher. Such being their conjugal love, I mean married love, Sita could not remain in the kingdom without her husband. This is an extra throw in by the Tatparyakara. Rohini is Chandra's wife. She dutifully follows him. Similarly, Sita went with Rama. The comforts of life in the palace did not hold her back, nor did the painful life in the forest scare her. She only thought that her place was beside Rama wherever he was. There was no other thought in her mind. Little bit of extra additions are there. I wish they spent a little explanation here talking about Upama Alankara, but they didn't want to scare you guys. I have a little bit more freedom, so I will end up scaring you guys with more than you need. Okay. All right, so another beautiful painting. So nice.
Sir, what is the Vigraha of Pranasama?
Prana Sama, right? Pranavat, Prana Sadrisha, Prana Sama, Prananam Sama, ya Prana Sama, like that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not very clear, Bhagini. I have to look up on this. Okay. Because Prananam Sama doesn't sound so right. Shashti I'm taking, but it doesn't sound right.
Prana Iva Sama, can we say?
Prana Iva, no, Prana Iva, no. Equivalent to Prana, like that. So it Prana Iva, no, not like Prana. It is more like equal to Prana.
Can we put it as Prana Samana?
Pranavat, you can say, not Iva, Pranavat Sa iti Pranasama. Pranavat Sa iti Pranasama. Like that. I don't know what is the Samasa rule applicable here. Okay? But we can know the meaning. She is same as Prana to him. That is the meaning. Okay?
Isn't this in the same form as Sampanna, as in Guna Sampanna or
yeah, but that one is Gunena with Guna Sampanna, right? But Sama is not about, I mean, Sama is she, and Prana is the equivalent nature. That nature in Rama. For Rama, Prana is important to live. So she was as equal as Prana for him, like that. She was like his breath.
Right, sir.
It's
equal to Rama's breath. So Pranayaya Sama. Pranayaya Samahita.
Pranasya Prananam, because Pancha Prana. So Prananam Sama, like that we can take Prana Sama. It's a weak Shashti Tat Purusha. Not too happy.
Chaturthi.
And sir, for this Rohini Shashinam, meaning in Anvaya, is a verb needed, meaning Yatha Rohini Shashinam.
Anugata is common.
Okay,
Anugata is common. So we don't need to repeat it. So Rohini Shashinam Yata Anugata Tata Sita Api Ramam Anugata. Like that we read it. That's an Upamalankara. That's why it's called Samanya Dharma. So we duplicate it for both the that which is described and that which describes. So that which describes is Rohini. That which is described or Upameya is Sita. Upamana is Rohini.
Right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So we will conclude our morning session. Okay, with this beautiful verse.
Mahodaya, next Sunday will we have class, Mahodaya, because there is some grammar session. We got a message.
You go, Bhagini. I don't want to cancel because anyway.
No, I can't go, Mahodaya. If we have class, I'll be happy to attend the class.
You cannot put pressure on me like this. Because I am providing you recording. Okay, I cannot cancel that day because I don't have time in my life to keep teaching you till the last day of the exam. Then you will also be angry with me. So
no, I will attend online class only.
No, you choose to go there because it's a whole day program and there will be new teachers with new insights. Okay, I cannot give the insights that Samskrita Bharati experts can give. So if you can go there, you must go there. Okay. Because I know only few will be able to make it, I won't cancel. Like I have students from Kerala, from Mangalore, from Bengal, etc. So I don't want to, just for the sake of a few guys who need to go there, I don't want to cancel because I know I'm providing recording. Okay, so you guys won't miss anything. My class you won't miss because you can hear it. You will miss the class that they will conduct. If you can go there, please go there. Okay. It's a temple of Sanskritam which you must not miss the opportunity to go.
Sir, we have
Excuse me,
requested
sir.
to provide recording if possible.
I don't know anything about what will happen there. I won't be there to help you, sir.
What I want to tell you is we have requested in the WhatsApp message that we sent to them.
That's true. I don't think they will record anything. Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Huh.
Sir, you had given the full shloka manasvi karyarthi na ganayati dukham na cha sukham. Kvachid bhumo shayya kvachid api. How do you explain this kvachid?
Kvachit, sometimes, and some people like that. You can take it in both ways. Okay. Sometimes is the meaning. Yeah.
We write kanchit,
Kvachit. Kvachit, you can read it like kadachit.
kadachit.
Okay.
Okay.
Kadachit bhumau shayya, kadachit api cha paryanka shayanam. Then also it gives the same sense to you. Sometimes, because in our life, sometimes or you can say some people will sleep on bhumi, some people will have paryanka shayana, etc., etc. But here, since it is about one manasvi karyarthi, kadachit is better translation. Okay?
Okay, okay. And sir, I wanted something else. This da dhatu, sometimes you make it yachati, sometimes dadati. So, how do you get a little confused because of it?
No, in this da dhatu, in some lakaras take the yach transformation. But there is a different dhatu called yach. Okay.
Okay.
So that also is the same as giving only, same sense. It is an alternate dhatu. But just like as dhatu and bhu dhatu have overlaps in forms.
Overlapping, yes.
If you see as dhatu in some lakaras is like bhu dhatu only.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So bhavishyati, there is no asishyati or something like that, right? So in rit, for example, as dhatu behaves like bhu dhatu. So the dhatus are pretty close overlap. But bhu dhatu has a subtle additional meaning that as dhatu doesn't have. As is simply like it is, and bhu dhatu is like to be, to become. So there is a bit of transformative nature to bhu dhatu, which is not there in as dhatu. Okay? And same way some other dhatus are paired like that. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you all in the afternoon. Namaste.
Thank you.